Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Down. 8, read.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, D.
Hey, exit. Hey, watch that. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down. Production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now the dual threat man. This is DJ Foster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yes.
He's coming in motion. Hey. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm coming.
Topper. Hey. Mike, get it.
A shotgun handoff now. Foster takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready? 70. Indy. Bravo.
Get that ball. Mike's 5'4". You're not ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Box drop. Mike, 54.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Throw complete to Herndon. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Locke now on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he fires one incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Locke will try again on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Mike 27. Bandit. Bandit. 4-7's the Mike. 4-7's the Mike.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Quick the edge. Quick the edge. Come. Yep.
You is you. It comes to me, it's me.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch the screen. Pass.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3 buds, 3 buds.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. On the catch, it's Crowder. 23 yards the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Night, sweetheart.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check.
Yo, go.
Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Motion. Blood. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. 6-0 our score after 1. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey, Orbit.
On first down, Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Smooth. Pilot, 64, weak.
47's the mic. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
2nd and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We go. 70, Indy.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, Haywood.
No, check that. We want Mike 52.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, they'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, wahoo! Speed trip.
From the 44. Lock. Airing one out for Crowder. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there. A big one.
Ready, ready. 90, Wolf.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just
called
it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 1st down carry for Foster. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Bravo. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Kill.
Hey.
Banjo.
Hey, Echo. Keep it up.
On 2nd down now, it's Foster. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
go. 8, read. Hey, box drop, box drop.
Let's get this. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. All you get is a headache.
Go.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 47's the Mike. 47.
Go, go.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. You ain't got nothing.
Hey, Delta.
The Mike. 47's the Mike.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
You ready?
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Locke going to throw. He's got this complete to Hamilton. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2.
Yep.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Oh, get him,
Leo.
Check 31.
Ready?
Back to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Christian, choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Go.
Buzz. Be ready.
Hey, orbit.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Hard.
Let's go. We got this. Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Break.
Block 52.
Smooth. 22 jet bomber.
No, Mike 52. Woo! Watch the safety.
Rock it. Snap.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ready, set.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it a second down.
Look at me, zipper. Protein spill. Hey, wahoo! 36.
Second and 5. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Big grip.
They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Hey, exit.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike's 5-2. Mike's
5.
Back to throw here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
They can't hang with us.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
Cortland Sutton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Broncos 33, Raiders nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's...
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
At the 46-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's easy work, and it's coming
Even though
together.
positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Run. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Oh, yeah. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
132 fighter. Hey, foxtrot.
No, check that.
2nd and 1. And the hookup here with Jalen Strong complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. 6-6, pull it high.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Go, go.
Hey, let's get there.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Mike's 54.
Mike.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw now on second and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33
Hey, Charlie.
line.
52's the Mike, boys. 52. Blue Dan, blue Dan. Mike 52, Mike 52.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So the penalty now moves it up. It's second and 10.
Here we go. 52's the Mike. Mike 52, Mike 52. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go,
Smooth.
Hey, Mike,
Down.
Mike 52.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be third and 19.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Yes, yes.
Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Watch the pass.
Hey, wahoo. Shoot.
They'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is by Thema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
In the face.
A give running right, Lindsey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed two, but this one is good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He's scared. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Hey, Mike 7. Hey.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Hey. Watch 36.
Be driven.
Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Lindsay, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 45-yard line.
Check 53's Mike.
X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
53's the Mike. Check.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, Alpha.
52. Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, Echo.
2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Well, partner, the offense gets to take the knee, but the defense should take a bow on that sidelines. What a game, shutting him out.
I like the way you put it there. You wordsmith that one perfectly. Take a knee offense, you get to celebrate, you got the win. But defensively, wow, they'll be sailing as they go forward.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away.
Come on, fellas.
Today's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you